A burger is always going to put a smile on everybody's face at a barbecue. So I'm going to take all the ingredients to make this classic, ramp up the flavour and create the ultimate burger. First, we're going to make our bespoke beef patties. Now, we're going to go for a 70% chuck steak mince and 30% fat ratio. That will give us a really, really juicy patty. What we do first of all is we simply put the mince and we put the suet into our bowl, season it. Don't overwork the mince. If you do that, what happens is it becomes too dense, and then when you cook it, it makes it really difficult to bite through. It's just too tight. You want each of your burgers to weigh about 120 grams. We're going to make them using a burger press on the £1/4 setting, and all you do is you put your mince onto the press, press it down, just gently work it so it's filling the press to get that burger shape. Then out we come. And away you go. We're going to chill the burgers for an hour and we're going to cook them straight from the fridge. Now, if I was telling you how to cook a piece of steak, I'd want you to let that steak come up to room temperature. The burgers, because they're individual pieces of meat, they cook perfectly straight from the fridge. Now it's time to light your grill. If you're cooking on charcoal, all you need is a chimney starter. Place 2 lighter cubes on a grill, fill your chimney starter with lumpwood charcoal, light the cubes and place the chimney starter over the top. 15 to 20 minutes later and you'll have perfectly lit coals ready to pour onto the barbecue. If you're cooking on gas, just switch your 2 burners on the left to full, leaving the right-hand burner switched off. Close the lid and simply wait for the grill to heat up. That gives you enough time to prep your other ingredients. Now, we've gone for some classic toppings that will give some great texture and enough sharpness to cut through all that beefy goodness. Finely chop some iceberg lettuce and some white onion, and then very thinly slice your pickles. Here's a top tip. Pour some of the pickle juice onto your diced white onion. It'll just cut through a little bit of that bite and give a lovely mellow flavour. Now you can see flames at the top of the chimney starter. That means that we're ready to go. Now, we're going to use the Weber way of barbecuing. That means creating a safe space on the grill, which is an area with no direct heat. And we're also going to cook with the lid down. First, we pour the charcoal into one side of the grill. Now, that creates this safety zone here where there's no direct heat. What it means is if you're cooking something and it's cooking too quickly, you can move it into the safety zone, which is cooler. So put the grate on, put the lid down and wait for it to hit about 220 degrees before you start cooking. It's time to get our grill on. So what I've done with the burgers, I've just added a little bit more seasoning to bring out even more delicious flavour. And all you do is you put the burgers directly onto the cooking grate over the lit charcoal. If you're cooking on gas, then you'll put the burgers directly onto the lit burners. Now we close the lid, let all that lovely smoke circulate and put flavour into the burgers, and you're cooking them for about 2 minutes on each side. Before you turn your burgers, just make sure that they release easily from the cooking grate. If they do, give them a flip. If they don't, you might just need another minute until they're released naturally. Let them cook for 2 minutes more, then after that, move them away from the direct heat into the safe zone with the indirect heat. What that'll do, it'll allow them to cook properly without the risk of burning. Once you've moved them across, add a slice of our delicious raclette cheese. Shut the lid, cook it for 2 more minutes so the cheese goes soft and gooey and delicious. We need to check that our burgers have been cooked through properly, so use a meat thermometer, and if the core temperature is at 70 degrees C, then they're cooked to perfection. Take the burgers off the grill and let them rest for 2 minutes while you prepare the bun and the rest of the garnishes. Slice the burger buns in 2 and place them on the grill until they're lightly toasted. Then spread a layer of sauce of your choice on the bottom bun. For me, it's always got to be ketchup. Then we add a layer of lettuce. Now this will really act as a good barrier for all those meat juices. Now I'm going to use 2 patties for our ultimate burger, which will give us double the amount of charcoal crust and even more amazing barbecue flavour. Then it's our onions that we've sat in our pickle juice, the pickles themselves, and more sauce onto the top burger bun. Plonk that on top. How good does that look? It's juicy, it's tasty, it's cheesy. It's the ultimate burger.